All right, so this was brought up early this week, and we'll see how everything rolls through after the wild card weekend. But basically, about Mike Tomlin basically being on the trade block for anybody that wants to come and get him. And I was like, at first, it kind of just seems like from the Pittsburgh side, I don't think it's gonna happen. Tomlin ain't gonna say anything either. But considering the teams, and I was like, man, there's one in particular. I think you should bring the house for it, and I was like, mainly talking about the Chicago Bears. And the reason I say that mainly with the Chicago Bears, because I think that the other team that it could be intriguing to basically kind of like play around with or whatever, the Raiders, but they're not gonna do that because I was like, they're not gonna let them stay in the same conference or nothing like that. So he would have to go to the other side. But I was like, the Bears, I think, have the best case just because one, they don't need their quarterback, and also these last couple drafts they've had multiple picks and stuff like that. They've had multiple first round picks for either through the Carolina trade and stuff like that. That I think that they pretty much got a good team to flesh out. I was like, you're not really paying too many crazy people. You're paying basically DJ Moore, Sweat, Jalen. I was like, yeah, Johnson. I was like Keenan Allen. You're not really paying a lot of people. Your offensive line is sort of really young. I was like, Caleb's on a rookie contract, so you can. I know they signed. I was like T.J. Edwards and man, I forgot the other. I forgot Edmund, the other linebacker. But I was like, they still got. I think they still got enough money to fill in spots. I was like, their team, I think, is really right there. That I don't think that them giving up a first and a third, and like a fifth or something like that. I was like, I don't think that's out of the realm. And I was like, I think that will be an immediate upgrade. Why go out here and try to figure out, can this guy do this when they ain't got really experience there? Then they get somebody that already is a proven winner. I was like, the defense is there. You already seen how good the defense could be when which is Eberflus there. So Tomlin there gives them already that extra boost, that extra piece. The offense has way more weapons that I was like, that Tomlin probably had seen since it was like Brown, Wallace. They had another. I was like, and they had another receiver there too at the time. I was like, I think it was Antonio Holmes, but I was like, I was like Le'Veon Bell. Like, it's been a while since he had that type of offense. Yes, the offensive line has to improve, but you seen in Pittsburgh that offensive line wasn't good for a while, and it's just pretty much gotten to decent. So I think you could fill that in. I was like, with like at least a couple of good free agent pieces. I was like, focus the draft mainly on there because, like I said, I was like, you got your receivers, you got the running back, you got the quarterback, you got a corner, you got the tight end, you have the edge rusher, you have the linebacker. Like, you got a lot of stuff in place that you can use those draft picks in order to do something good. I was like, for most people, they gotta go and gather up all these picks in order to trade up to get the quarterback, or they trade in the picks in order to get a player. They don't have to do any of that. They're already just set and ready to go. That I think that you sort of need more of a veteran type of coach or whatever that will be able to come in. And I think Mike Tomlin will be the perfect pick to basically be like, yo, let's gather all these, go at these and trade. Like, I was like, I think that'd be the move. That'd be the move I would totally do. I was like, outside of getting, Vrabel or whatever, and they talking about Mike McCarthy, and I'm just like, no. Like, I was like, I don't think that'd ever be bad. And I was like, I don't think Mike McCarthy would be bad necessarily either. But I just think that Tomlin, I was like, if you're over here needing like a coach, you want to go back to that old school way. I was like, he already deals with the cold. I was like, he already done dealt with not as an old person would say, knuckleheads on the team. But I was like, but to get everybody in line, I was like, if he can handle some of those dudes that he had to deal with, he could get everything tip top shape over in Chicago. And I was like, also too, I think it would be good to have some structure for Caleb Williams as well too, where he just knows what he's getting into. I think also he would sort of let him allow him to play his way with some structure, as you sort of seen how he's been able to basically have from Roethlisberger, like wind it down, Mason Rudolph, Doug Hodges, Russell Wilson, Justin Fields this year, where they also looked a little different. Like, yes, you could give some of that also to the coordinators at the time as well too. But I think there's a lot enough to be said that also those dudes changed the way they played, or gotten better, or did it just enough as well to play with that team. Now, yes, the division, I was like, it's hard, but guess what? He's already dealing with a hard division when you got the Bengals and you have the Ravens all the time, and every now and then you got a sprinkling of the Cleveland Browns in there. He's already dealing with that. I was like, so getting Green Bay, Minnesota, the Lions, I was like, he's already dealing with already, and he makes the most out of nothing. And guess what? How the Bears with like 3 or 4 wins could have changed their season. Tomlin might give you 3 or 4 wins. I was like, and it makes all the difference. Anyway, I was like, I think that's what the Bears need to do. Stop sitting on the pot. Go ahead and finish. Use these picks that you don't have any massive needs. I was like, outside of offensive line. But like I said, if you could sort of keep your second, I was like, you make some things work. I was like, that's all I'm saying. You can make some things work. Because I think the GM has done a pretty good job, pretty much, of building this team, to be honest. I think it's just really been the coaching assessment. That's only been the down part of all this. But anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think the Bears should go ahead and trade they picks, whatever combination you figure is worthy, for Mike Tomlin, or go with one of these unproven people? I was like, because I don't feel that Ben Johnson guy. I'm just saying, that's just me. But anyway, let me know what you think. Until then, peace. I'm out.